Welcome to the Monologues, where we dive deep into the hardest songs and give them a transformative twist. Today, we're exploring a piece that resonates deeply with me, not just as a fan of musical theater, but as someone who grew up as, I guess, a kind of theater kid. As a kid and teenager, I lived to be on that stage, whether it was a middle school production or just singing in the living room, or acting or directing. There was a pure, unfiltered joy in performing. Now, songs like Why from Tick, Tick, Boom capture that feeling perfectly. The connection, the spark, and the unshakable belief that you can make someone feel what you feel in that fleeting moment under the spotlight. This episode is all about celebrating that joy, that yearning, and that deep-seated love for the craft. So let's take a familiar tune and reimagine it, reliving the magic of why we create, why we perform, and why those moments stay with us forever. Let's begin. So you ever have one of those moments where time folds in on itself and the past whispers in your ear? I do. More often than I'd like to admit. Like when I was a kid, say maybe just around 9, me and my best friend, let's call him George, signed up for the local talent show. We were terrible. I mean, truly. He couldn't carry a tune, and let's just say we weren't exactly Carnegie Hall material. But we rehearsed on some stairwell of all places, sang these corny old tunes like our lives depended on it. But you know what? We didn't care how it sounded. Because in that moment, it wasn't about being good. It was about being there, together, doing something that made our hearts feel too big for our chests. Now, cut to a few years later, we're teenagers, and now we're on a high school stage, pretending to be the Jets and Sharks. He's in the background, of course, because he doesn't sing and doesn't want to dance, but he's there. And we're shouting lines and snapping fingers like we're kings of Broadway. Fast forward again, I'm older now. The talent shows are behind us, and George has moved on. He's working some fancy ad job uptown, and me, well, I'm still here, chasing a melody that keeps slipping through my fingers. But sometimes, when the city quiets down and the chords finally line up, I feel it. That same spark I felt under those stairs or under the high school gym lights. And I think to myself, what a way to spend a day. Sure, it's messy and exhausting, and sometimes I feel like I'm chasing shadows, but if I can make someone feel even a fraction of what I felt back then, singing my heart out right next to George, well, isn't that the point? So yeah, this is how I'll spend my time. And it's not about the applause or even the perfect note. It's about chasing the moments that make life sing. Thank you for tuning in to the Monologues. Just a quick note. The original works we explore and transform are the creative property of their respective artists, and our reimaginings are shared with deep respect for the original creators. Our interpretations are intended to inspire and engage, offering a fresh perspective on beloved songs and lyrics. We'd love to hear from you. Got a favorite song you'd like to see get the monologue treatment? Drop us a comment or send us your suggestions. Your favorites could be the inspiration for a future episode. Until next time, keep finding the magic in every story and every song.